What's going on, people? Welcome to another Emotion Football live stream. My name is Alam, and today I'm joining you guys on the night before the draft. It's Draftsmas Eve, as I'm seeing some people call it. Pretty big day because obviously the draft is tomorrow, but because this is the last day before the draft, this is kind of like peak time for all the rumors to hit the streets. So the social media streets and the draft communities are buzzing on what all the latest rumors are and what all the latest indicators are of how the draft is going to go tomorrow. So I'm going to sit here and take you and walk you guys down the path of the people that I think know what they're talking about. So there's a handful of people that over the years I think have developed a pretty good impression, at least with me. I think these people are reliable. I think these people, I'm not saying they're right, but at least they're getting good information. So we're going to walk you guys through that process, and we're going to put together a little cheat sheet of what all the rumors seem to be saying. So I got my guys in here. Shout out to Caden. Shout out to Sai. Shout out to King. I'm going to have you guys hop on the stream. What's going on, people?
What's going on?
What's going on?
Happy Draftsmas Eve.
Happy Draftsmas Eve.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what? Yeah, fun. That's what we'll call this.
That's what it is, man. It's a big day tomorrow. It's a big
Mhm.
day. We're all gonna open presents this time tomorrow. So
Yes.
Yep. I'll be there live.
oh shit, you will be there
We're
live.
going
Oh, yeah.
live.
Me and all will be streaming, right?
Congrats, bro. Yeah, you and me will be here. I'm sure Jared and Sai will be here. So
Yeah.
might stop
And
by.
Hey, look,
The whole
before we
community.
get fully into football, I gotta ask Caden this.
Yeah.
How you feel about yesterday, bro? CJ McCollum.
Hey, Caden Pox came through.
the Hawks won, bro. By
Yeah,
1 point.
CJ McCollum.
I know. I was watching it live. It sucks that the Braves lost though.
Damn. Riveting analysis.
Yeah.
Real quick, I
But
wanted to
hey,
come on here because I wanted to say some stuff because I'm also about to do a mock draft stream too in about 10 minutes.
Okay, true.
I didn't realize you were also streaming, so I just wanted to come on here and ask about the situation about how the stream thing is gonna go.
Bro, we'll talk about let's not spend time on stream doing that. Hop in the StreamYard at the end of the stream.
Okay.
Yeah. So
right.
We're gonna get right into football then.
Yep.
But yeah, so this is an Adam Schefter
I'll come
article
back
that I have
later.
pulled up. So for those of you guys who don't know, Adam Schefter is like one of the biggest NFL insiders, right? Cool. So he talks about a lot of stuff. This was his drop Monday morning of all the information that he had going into the weekend. By the way, his trade candidates involve Anthony Richardson and Will Levis. So I think we're about to see some funny trades. But in terms of actual details that I got from this, here it is. So which many believe will happen. So this is referencing the Jets taking David Bailey. So we're going to make a note there. So Jets, David Bailey. That's one tie. Then he says the Cardinals taking Love, which appears to be gaining some traction. So again, if you guys remember, do you guys remember Woj doing the laser shit on draft night? That's kind of
Woj.
Yeah. So
Man, I missed Woj.
I know, right? Legend in the game. And then Ohio State linebacker Sonny Styles and the Titans. He said this is one of Tennessee's options. So we'll look at that with a little bit less significance.
Yeah, add a question mark besides it.
Yeah, so we'll do Styles with a question mark. Okay. Ohio State edge rusher, blah, blah, blah. Could be very tempting for the Cowboys to make a trade up. So basically what he's saying is that if Arvell Reese or David Bailey drops to number 5, you could talk about a Cowboys trade up. So for the Cowboys, we're going to put, oh shit, my bad side. I didn't see you there.
All good, Alam?
All good, brother. Potential trade up to 5.
Big up King, big up Kaden.
Yeah. Oh man, Caden left.
Yeah, Caden left.
Yeah. He basically said the thing he said about Ty Simpson is that the Rams would have considered Simpson if they still had the 29th overall pick, but 13 is too high. And obviously they have one less draft pick, so they might not prioritize quarterback. But basically, Ty Simpson to the Rams could have been a thing if the McDuffie trade didn't happen. But I think those are all the main rumors from this article. But yeah, we got some juicy information here. The next person I'm going to go to, and I already sent Sai a lot of this stuff, but there's a guy named Charlie.
Yes. Yes, I've seen that now.
Walter
See,
Football.
he
right?
has success rate of 70% or 80% success rate, by the way.
So this is what I showed Sai. I'm pretty sure I showed this community last year too, right? If you go back to historically his mock drafts are like some of the more accurate mock drafts out there. And what I was explaining like to Sai was that even when he gets picks wrong, normally you'll see that like he sometimes gets the position right, or he'll get the player within a range of a couple picks of where they actually go. So Charlie, he drops his draft news the week of the draft. So the first article he dropped was on Monday, right? So there's a lot of information in this one. A lot of rumors about the Cowboys trading up. It would be for Sonny. Hold on. But they believe it'll be for Sonny Styles. There's teams that want to trade down like Arizona, Cleveland, and Washington. However, the Cowboys do not have a second round pick because of the Quinnen Williams trade. And the Cowboys don't want to give up the 20th overall pick because they don't have a second. So what he's saying is that the Cowboys probably aren't going to be going up as high as 5. He said number 9 is maybe the highest they could go up. So we're going to go 5 or 9. We'll keep this as a question mark. But the Cowboys trade up talk is like pretty heavy, right? The next thing it says here is the Kansas City's potential pick candidates would be Bain and Proctor. Could also do something unexpected at 12, Tate, Delane, and Sadiq. But it sounds like it says here Bain is their top target.
I've seen that, yes.
We're going to go Chiefs, like literally in that order. So Bain, and then I think he said Proctor, and then if not Tate, and then Delaney and somebody else were Delaney / Sadiq.
I think Sadiq, yeah.
Yeah, Sadiq were the 5th option.
Sadiq, wide receiver.
Yeah.
So, Titan.
Exactly. Washington, he said, would love to trade down as well, but if they have to make the pick, Jeremiah Love is their dream. If not, Mansour Delane. Actually, no, it says here, Sonny Styles could be the selection. If not, Caleb Downs. So we're going to put here for the Commanders, as this cheat sheet is starting to fill up. Commanders, it's Love, and then Styles, and then Downs. And I think the last person was Tate. Well, where did it go? Oh, Jeremiah Love, Mansour Delane. Oh, it was Delane.
Downs.
Yeah, Delane, yeah.
Okay, so those are the Commanders' options. Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns would like to move down because they want to take Fano or Proctor. So basically, there's some information about the fact that a lot of teams want Proctor like in the 10s. But for the Browns, it's trade back, Fano, and then Proctor. All right. So that was all the juicy stuff from the Monday article. The Tuesday article, I think the Tuesday article was less informative about who wants what. Wide receiver is a huge need, but speaking with sources, it sounds like they're not in love with any of the top receiver prospects. So we're just gonna write for Washington, no receiver, which is interesting because I don't know if that means that they expect receivers to go higher than their pick. Like maybe they like Tyson and they don't think Tyson will be there or something. That one's interesting. It's kind of hard to believe that they don't love any of the receiver prospects at their pick. However, okay, that's about the trade. He said Jermod McCoy might drop out of the first round because of medical issues. Casey Concepcion apparently has character issues, which does like that's a weird one for me. Okay, and then the last one we'll go through is his Wednesday drop. His Wednesday drop, I'm pretty sure, had info about Tampa. Okay, the Buccaneers, it says here basically either Akeem Messidor or CJ Allen. So Buccaneers.
I can see Messidor there, not CJ Allen, by the way.
CJ Allen, that would be too like basic in terms of wanting to replace Levante David because he retired. That would be. I think it would be a bad pick though in terms of value. Saints have been a mysterious team. There's a lot of directions they could go. Either Bain, Tate, Delaney, or Downs. Doing some work, some trade down candidates. Falk, Delaney. Okay, cool. So I'll just for the Saints, it's gonna be potential trade down, and then the players he listed were what the fuck? Where did it go? Okay, Bain, Tate, Delaney, and Downs. Bain, Tate, Delaney, Downs. Okay, so that's the Saints. That's the Charlie information that's like worthwhile. So we have a couple people. The last person that I think is pretty good in terms of information is a guy named Tony Pauline, who he drops a lot of information. So this one we'll have to think a little bit critically about. Cowboys plan to pick a top defensive player. If the Cowboys can't trade ahead of Washington to assure drafting one of the Ohio State linebackers, Ruben Bain. So this is the third person now, by the way, that's talking about Cowboys trade up hype. So there's a ton of talk. He specifies specifically ahead of Washington, though. So potential to 5 or 9. Now somebody's saying ahead of Washington. So the trade, there is a little range here for this Cowboys trade up. But I think when we do a mock draft, I'll definitely be projecting a Cowboys trade up because too many people.
That means Cowboys really want Ruben Bain Jr.
Well, that's interesting because I've seen 3 players now talked about, basically Sonny Styles, Arvell Reese, and Ruben Bain. So I don't know. Hopefully it's for their sake. I think the best player they could get is Reese, but we'll see what happens.
I will say Ruben Bain, by the way.
You like Bain the best out of those players?
Yeah, for them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If they want Thieneman, they'd likely have to pull the trigger at 12. McNeil Warren will be available in their second selection. What does that say? Okay, 2 defensive players they've been talking about recently are safeties. So we'll keep an eye on the safeties for the Cowboys' second pick. Safety for Cowboys' second pick. Jets in the second overall pick. The Jets may dangle the second overall. There's a real chance the team moves their 16th overall pick, and the team likely wants to move ahead of Detroit for an offensive lineman. 17th pick, Lions. Okay, so then Jets at 16, we'll say Jets. Wait, hold on. Trade ahead of Detroit. This must mean that they should trade. It will likely be with a team that wants to trade ahead of Detroit. Okay, so this will be a team behind Detroit coming up to get a lineman ahead of the Lions. Okay, so then we'll say the Jets are a trade back candidate at 16. Conventional wisdom, Saints will wait until day 2. If the Saints pass on selecting a receiver, it will be due to the extension of Chris Olave, blah, blah, blah. Packer. I saw this as well from somebody else talking about how the Bengals and Raiders were close on a Max Crosby trade. So that's an interesting subplot to what the Raiders almost had picks 1 and 10. Speculation, possibly Ione. Okay, this is just speculation. So I don't think the point about the Giants is important. Chiefs eyeing a jump. How many trade? Okay, Cardinals. The Cardinals specifically want David Bailey, apparently, and if not, they'll look to trade back. I mentioned the Browns wanted to move down a few slots. Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs want a pass rusher. Their likely trade partner will be the Cardinals at 3 if the pass rusher they like is available. So that one's interesting because people are making it seem like basically if the Jets take the wrong player, then hella teams are going to pounce. It'd be interesting to see who that is.
See, I think Chiefs will be ready, by the way.
because the Chiefs have a lot of picks, man. They can definitely make it happen.
Yes. Yeah, I see. I think I have seen the my GM interview. I think
Yeah.
we will trade up for. I think we will go 6 or 7.
6 or 7. So then it sounds like there would be competition between Dallas and Kansas City to trade up for a player. And I think in that situation, Kansas City has a little bit more draft capital because the Cowboys don't have a second round pick.
Yeah. I don't see 5th. By the way, only 6th or 7th. That's it.
See, okay, this is more thing. If Styles or Reese falls out of the initial 5 selections, Cowboys will work hard to move up. So it's like basically whoever Styles or Reese falls out of this top 5, there's going to be, I think, a race between maybe Kansas City and Dallas for that player to 6.
See, I can see Sunny Styles falling down, but I can't see Reese falling down.
Well, the thing is, the reason Reese would fall is like, so let's say it's Mendoza, Bailey, and then Jeremiah Love. And then the thing would have to be Sonny Styles, either 4 or 5. And I'm trying to think, the other player would have to be like a receiver. Like if the Giants go receiver, it would have to be something weird like that. But it would still feel kind of crazy. Texans apparently are candidates to trade back from 28. People will tell me they will look back from this spot, yet this pick could be a part of a package if they move up. So 29 could be a part of either a trade up or a trade down.
29 hours.
Yeah. 32, Seattle already announced they want to move back. Oh, yeah, this is about the Jaguars maybe trading up for Jadarian Price. So that'll be something to watch on the second day. Okay, we'll close this one. Not too much.
Before you open another one, why do you want Vega, man? You're so greedy.
Because to be honest, bro, like, have I showed you that 2 Eagles offensive linemen went to Medellin, Colombia?
No, I didn't see that.
So I did a stream. It came up in a stream, but basically Landon Dickerson and Cam Jurgens both.
For treatment, right?
Treatment. This is the thing, bro. Both of their bodies might be fucked. So this is the thing. We might need to start looking long term at not only their spots but Lane Johnson's spots as well. Which is why, like, I would be very surprised if Eagles don't go offensive line. Right? Like, it's part of the reason we've been able to have generally good offensive lines for like over a decade now is because, well, I mean, we do spend the picks when it's required, and it's required now. So,
but I seen the projection for Vega is 11 to 16.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be there. He's just like, personally, I think he's gonna be really good, and I think he would be very good in Philadelphia. So this is like the Vega for me is kind of like what Jeremiah Love is for you.
Yes, so okay. You at what position you think he will go?
If I had to guess right now, 14 to Baltimore.
You can trade up to Baltimore.
The thing is, we can. I just might not be wise to do it. This is the thing. Like, the Eagles could trade up because it looks like we're about to get draft picks for AJ Brown. So you can always spend draft picks right now, like, and you can replenish them with the AJ Brown trade. So it's definitely possible to trade up, but we'll see what happens.
I think he will get Proctor.
I would love Proctor as well. By the way, I'm a big fan of both.
I think he will get Proctor.
Sources tell me they believe the Giants will use 10th pick on a receiver as they're concerns that Malik Neighbors may not be 100% by week 1. So I've seen a lot about that. Surprise picks, blah blah blah. Okay, surprise picks. I don't need to know that there might be surprise picks. Titans can't go wrong at 4. I've spoken to is the Titans can't go wrong. This is due to the combination of having so many needs and players being available. This is actually a diss. This leak is actually a diss. They're basically saying the Titans are so shit that every pick is good.
It's like a lottery for them. They have to pick. They have to pick.
Okay, see, so this team likes both Sonny Styles and Jeremiah Love, yet it believes the Ohio State linebacker is the safer pick for their scheme. So this is the thing. This is the second person to tie Sonny Styles to Tennessee, right? Adam Schefter said in his article that he's one of their candidates. But again, he said that Love is going before Tennessee. So if we're following the breadcrumbs here, it kind of looks like
trend.
You're gonna take one of basically it's either gonna be a Bailey Reese, whoever doesn't get picked by New York, or Sonny Styles?
See, for me, I think, see, after your research and I've seen your streams and I have seen you send 2 documents, right?
Yeah.
After Adam Schefter also seen, I have done some research. I have my predictions.
Yeah.
For me, my prediction is Jets will pick David Bailey.
Yeah, me too. It's looking like that.
Reeves goes to Titans. Not
Reese-
Titans, Saints.
Okay, yeah.
Saints.
Oh, Saints, damn. See, okay. Also, there's a lot of like similar stuff from Pauline and Charlie at this point, right? So Commander's favorite Jeremiah Love. We saw this. CJ Allen rises as linebacker 3. He had CJ Allen as a candidate for the Buccaneers. Jermod McCoy's combat teams flag his combine medicals. That was something Charlie said as well. So there is starting to be some consistency in the leaks from, again, 2 people that I've been following these 3 people's leaks for a while. And again, I think there's like a decent hit rate. Well, okay, I think that this is probably the last one. So Commanders love. This part we already know. Denzel Boston, wide receiver 3 or wide receiver 4. I think this is going to be a mistake somebody makes. CJ Allen, once recovered. Where will Allen land in the draft? Linebacker 3 after Arvell Reese and Sonny Styles. In my latest mock draft, I had Buffalo. Others tell me Tampa Bay and Dallas are real possibilities. Okay, so this is 15 and 20. So there's some overlap here. We'll just add the Cowboys safety / CJ Allen for Cowboys second pick. And then we'll keep Messidor and Allen for the Bucks pick. Okay, so this is the hints that we have. Again, the reason why I feel comfortable with this is like, if you can see, like, they're clearly not just like throwing shit at the board, because there's actually not, this isn't complete, right? Like there's some teams missing. If they don't have information, they just say nothing. So this is like our starting point for having a bit of a cheat sheet for tomorrow night. I'm gonna change this to Styles / Love.
By the way, nobody's talking about Giants, man. They got 2 top 10 picks, and they can get Cornell Tate and Jackson Dart. So not Dart, Jeremiah Love.
Yeah. If Jeremiah Love falls, absolutely. But bro, the way everybody's talking, it looks like Love is going to the Cardinals if they can't trade back.
See, Cardinals did. See, for me, Cardinals was supposed to go for Jeremiah Love.
Yeah, no, I agree, but it fucking looks like it might happen. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to do before we did a mock draft is this. Let's go 2026 NFL draft bets. I want to see if we can look at some
Wait. You saying Cardinals means you think Jets will trade?
Jets will make a trade? No.
Cardinals is the 8th pick, bro.
Wait, no. Cardinals, like Arizona Cardinals, the 3rd pick.
No, 3rd is Saints though.
No, the 3rd is Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. So, guys, during the NFL draft, right? During the regular season, we talk a lot about odds and what Vegas thinks and how Vegas is going to put more money into everything, right? In terms of understanding things. So look at their odds to be a top 5 pick. Arvell Reese, David Bailey, Love, Styles. They don't have, they don't even offer Mendoza, right? But these are the 4 people that are favorites to be top 5 picks. And Reese and Bailey, look at this, minus 2,000. For those of you guys who don't know what this means, minus 2,000 means you have to bet $2,000 just to make $100 back. So basically, Vegas seems to think that Reese and Bailey are locked in as top 5 picks. So I'm gonna put this in our cheat sheet on the player side of things. Reese and Bailey top 5. Because the 2 players that are a little bit decent odds, like Love and Styles, those I guess you could say are their question marks. But basically, what the way to read this is that Mendoza's 1 guaranteed, and then Reese and Bailey are like damn near locks to be top 5. The next best odds are Downs, Tyson, Maui Goa. So one thing to notice here is that Tyson is ahead of Tate. So Vegas, the way to read this is
that guy is mad. That guy's, by the way, that guy is fucked. Jordan Tyson is fucked. He's
like fucked as in good.
Yeah, you seen that right yesterday. What do you mean by that?
Wait. The the thing that the Bills fans made. Yeah, of course, bro. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
But no.
See, and by the way, yeah, you were right. Cardinals are number 3. What I mean was, I think Saints will trade.
Okay, that would be interesting. But I don't think they would. If they were to make a trade, Saints, I think it would have to be for a pass rusher.
I think they will take Reese, Arvil Reese. Saints will take Reese. Edge.
Okay. So more odds here, right? These are 4 players that are basically like Vegas is guaranteeing are going to be top 10 picks. So Sonny Styles, Jordan Tyson, Caleb Downs, Carnell Tate. That's how strong the odds are. Minus 650, minus 750, minus 2,500, right? Delane and Maui Goa, there's question marks, but I'm going to write that down too based on the odds. Styles, Tyson, Tate, and Downs top 10. Okay, odds to be a first round pick. Nah. Head to head, who will be drafted first? Draft position. Oh shit, is this over under? Oh shit. Okay, guys, no, this is the odds I was actually looking for. So Jeremiah Love's over under is 4.5.
I will say over. Sorry, under.
But the thing I was read though is that like if you compare him to another player, right? So their over under for Bain is 9.5, which I think is interesting because that to me that means that they would be shocked if he goes, let's say 5, right? Because the odd being 9.5 means they think it'll be like 9 to 10, maybe 11 or 8. Like this is kind of where they're saying the rough positioning is, right? Caleb Downs 9.5 as well. Carnell Tate 7.5. So the expectation is that Tate goes ahead of Downs. Ahead of Downs and Bain. Delaney 9.5, Lemon 15.5. Okay, so Lemon 15.5. To me, the way I read that is he's either going to the Rams or the Jets, right? Whose picks are 13 and 16. Tyson 8.5. Oh shit, Tyson's number is high. So guys, I think Tyson is going like Tyson and Tate are both going top 10. And we learned from the cheat sheet that the Commanders aren't taking a receiver. So the receiver teams in the top 10, it's like the Giants, the Giants, the Saints, and then outside chances maybe the Browns and the Chiefs. But I think what this means is that the Giants and Saints are taking receivers.
And one off topic, Detroit is smashing Magic.
What's that?
Detroit is smashing Magic.
Yeah, they got their revenge for sure. Proctor over under 16.5.
See, under 16. I think you can get Proctor well.
Yo, Sonny Styles 5.5. So hold on, guys. Sonny Styles has a better over under than basically everybody but Jeremiah Love. You know, okay, I'm gonna see Vega 13.5. Okay, this makes perfect sense for like me thinking Baltimore is the team. Monroe Freeling 17, Spencer Fano 9.5. Bro, okay, this is Cleveland. This would have to remember they said Cleveland is taking Fano or Proctor. If Proctor's over under is 16.5 and Fano's is fucking 9.5, then yeah. Actually, you know, oh shit, let's create a draft board off of this. I actually think this is really good information. Okay, so go to the cheat sheet here. Love is 4.5, Styles is 5.5. Okay, Bain is 9.5. Downs is 9.5. Tate is 7.5. Delaney is 9.5. Lemon 15. Okay. Lemon 15.5. Jordan Tyson, fucking 8.5, bro. Guys, no, 8.5. That's after Tate. So you know what I think the question is going to be? Basically, when the Giants are picking at number 5, right? In their head, they probably know we either pick whoever we prefer between Tyson or Tate, right? Whoever we prefer at 5, or we pick we pick a receiver at 10 and just take whoever New Orleans leaves us. So that'd be an interesting decision that they have to make.
And by the way, do you see any trade ups in top 5?
Top 5? I don't know. I have to look at it when we do the mock draft. Because to be honest, the trade down candidate, it looks like it's Arizona. I don't think anybody else in the top 5 is going to trade down. Like I think Giants, Titans, and Jets are making their picks. So if anybody, it would be Arizona. So I guess but I don't think anyone is going to trade up for Reese or Bailey.
That's what I mean. Because if you don't see anybody trade up, for me, I can see Cardinals trading. That's it. The only thing I see Cardinals.
Yeah. Boston 28.5. Yeah, so this is actually us. We're putting together Las Vegas's big board. Fuck 22.5. Proctor 16.5. Okay. McCoy 32. You know what? Fuck. It would take too much time because it's late. Next year, I'm giving ChatGPT this information.
I'm about to say that, man. You can give it. You know what? Wait 1 minute. I will do.
No, you know what it is, bro? We would be here for like an hour and a half, and I just don't have that today.
No. I will do it 1 minute.
Fano 9.5. Freeling 17. Yeah, Freeling.
You want odds, right? You want players odds, right?
So basically, these are player odds. The over under is created by Las Vegas for where these guys are going. But I just think like this is honestly one of the best like draft boards in a way because Vegas again puts more research into these things than anyone. Thieneman 18.5. Concepcion 24.5. But yeah, after this, people were doing a mock draft. We're doing a super serious mock draft.
Do you want for first round or a full round? It's only first round, right?
Yeah, only first round. I don't know if I know enough to do much more than one round. I feel like I could do maybe first 5-6 picks of second round, but I don't think I know enough beyond that. Okay, so this is Vegas's draft board. You know what's interesting? There's no odds for Reese and Bailey. I think that means they're going 2 and 3 because it's not just the fact that there's no odds. It's also the fact that, again, when you look at odds to be a top 5 pick, right? Bailey and Reese are in a world of their own, then Love and Styles. So I think the expectation here is that Bailey and Reese are going 2 and 3. And then it's either Love or Styles for Tennessee, which is exactly what they had, what Tony Pauline had. So this is good stuff, people. All right, so we're gonna do our mock draft now. Actually, hold on. Let me just before I start, I'm gonna quickly see if I can find another sports book. Fuck, I don't want to watch videos. Odds to go first overall. Odds to go. Okay, odds to go second overall. Wait, when is this article from? April 22nd? Oh, fuck, it's from today. Okay, odds to go second overall. Bailey is a slight favorite over Reese. Odds to go, please tell me, third overall. Reese. Okay, guys, Bailey and Reese are going 2-3. I'm sold. Odds to go. Oh, there's nothing else? Fuck, okay. 65. Let me see if I can get someone else. All right. Mock draft simulator. Actually, let me see if I can use PFFs. Okay, we're going to do every team. Round 1. Slow. Okay. So, first pick, obviously Mendoza. So, okay, from based on everything we've seen, we're good going Bailey here, right?
Yeah, I agree. Yes, Bailey. Yes.
Okay, so we're good going Bailey. So we're gonna go Bailey to the Jets. Now again, I think we go Arvel Reese here.
Arvel Reese for Saints, right?
For Cardinals.
Sorry, Cardinals. See, you can say that for me. I think he goes to Saints. I think he goes to Saints.
So, but the thing is like you think he goes to this pick though, right?
Yeah, 3 years. 3 years.
So this is the thing. I'm trying to see what team could. Why is this window so weird?
So small, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Cowboys. What the fuck? No, this is whack. Okay, so I think he goes to this pick. The reason why the two trade teams we heard of, right? Basically Chiefs and Cowboys as the trade up teams. I feel like the Cowboys going all the way up to 3 would be like it would be hard for the Cowboys to outbid the Chiefs because both teams have extra first round picks, but the Chiefs are closer. The Chiefs are 9, Cowboys are 12. So the Cowboys would have to go above and beyond to beat the Chiefs. And I kind of don't think they would do that. I'm trying to think like the Chiefs making this move for Arvel Reese would be really aggressive.
Yeah, it would be hyper aggressive.
See, I will be astronomically surprised by the way if we are going for Arvel Reese.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like with the Saints, is that the Saints apparently like the place they're looking to trade, if anything, is down. Like,
yeah,
it seems like they're ready to sit tight. So again, I'm ready to take the odds from the fact that again Reese isn't even offered. Like I'm putting Reese here. The question would just be about a trade, but I just feel like there's no trade I feel great about here.
yeah.
So I'm taking Arvel Reese third. Now, this is when I think the draft actually starts because you have to make a decision, Sonny Styles versus Jeremiah Love for the Titans at 4. I don't think they trade out of this pick. I think this pick gets made. And you have to wonder. So again, Vegas gives the slight edge to Love. The reporting seems to talk more about Styles than Love, except for Pauline that mentioned both. So what do you guys think? Love or Sonny Styles here?
I'm going with Sonny Styles Titans, man.
Also, ain't the Titans supposed to be like they want to win more games? So to be fair, it'll be more work to get a star defensive player who can help you win more games.
And I don't see Robert Saleh picking Jeremiah Love, by the way.
Yeah. And also, if you're gonna pick Love and do Love and Ward, how you gonna help them when you have no O line?
I get that for sure, right? Because the thing that people always bring up for these situations is Saquon. My only thing is that like, I mean, if you don't take Love, he's gonna have like obviously a worse situation than if he had Love, right? Like,
yeah,
it's not that like the lack of an offensive line means that like Jeremiah Love's value is less to the team? Because it's like, yeah, if they put Tony Pollard behind the line, it's still going to be more shit than it would be with Love. I guess, yeah, the question is like, what impacts winning more, like a middle linebacker or a running back? Both these positions are devalued. Both these positions don't really get rated that highly in terms of like positional value.
But
If you
if
But
guys,
I also feel like next year there will be more running back. I feel like for now you say, okay, look, we'll give Tony Pollard one more year, get Styles so you can get a splash defensive player for your defensive coach. The next year you get a running back then. I
so
feel like there'll be running backs next year. There will
mhm.
always be running backs.
see, for me, if you're going for Love, that means you picking like there is no top 20 running backs are out there. See, if you see the draft, only Jeremiah Love is the running back for me. There is no
Yeah,
top
yeah,
quality running back there.
yeah. No, this draft is like Jeremiah Love, kind of Jadarian Price, and then nothing
Yes,
else.
Yeah.
and
So
if you see edge rushers or if you see linebackers or if you
there's
see there
way
is
more
some place
linebackers.
you can we can see that
Yeah, there's way more linebackers than running backs. Okay, to be honest
edge.
though, that's a compelling point to me. If it's way easier to get a linebacker than a running back in this draft, I think I'm leaning Love.
Yes, for me, see, I think for me, see, I don't trust Salah. For me, Love can't go to Titans. He can't go to Cardinals.
Hold on, I gotta find something. Borgonzi generational player. So Mike Borgonzi, the GM, has emphasized his drafting philosophy centers on not passing on generational talents. I feel like the closest thing to a generational talent is Jeremiah Love.
It's Jeremiah Love. Yes, you know what? I turned my Jeremiah Love to
Okay.
Titans.
We're taking Jeremiah Love at 4. We're following Chuck. Okay, now the Giants are here, and again, I feel like this decision is pretty simple. This is either Sonny Styles at 5
Connell Tate.
and then receiver at 10, or this is receiver now and then best defensive player at 10. And the way the board has fallen, you can see like, I think if they don't pick Styles, he's gone. There's a chance they're not looking for edge, so I don't think they're even thinking about Bane, right? Downs could be there at 10, Delaney could be there at 10, and I think that would be it. So it's like we're either taking Downs and Delaney at 10 and taking the receiver of our choice right now, or we take Styles now and then take whoever the Saints let us take at 10, right? Because I think the Saints are going receiver. Like, I feel pretty strong about that.
I think
Giants
will
for
take
me, I
one
think they
position. They
take
will take is the wide
Styles.
receiver.
What's
I
that?
think they take wide receiver one position. Wide receiver, I think they will take wide receiver one position. Brother.
You think they're going receiver? You think they're going receiver first?
I
So
think they're
No,
going
not receiver first.
Styles.
It will be. I'm not saying 5th or 10, but they will picking wide receiver.
no, for sure, that's what I'm saying, bro. But like the question is whether you're taking wide receiver at 5 or 10, and
10. I will say 10. I'm going 10. Wide receiver at 10.
you're thinking they go okay, and then King said he has them going Styles too, right? So again, in this situation, right? Can I strike through this quick easily? No, I can't. Okay, we're just gonna put a check by Love. So Love is gone, right? The Vegas odds suggest that Styles is the next player to go. I kind of agree that the thing is, bro, if they want Jordan Tyson, I think they can get Jordan Tyson, and that's who everybody seems to tie to them. Because I think the Saints would be going Carnell Tate. So yeah, I'm cool going Sonny Styles number 5. So let's go Styles number 5. Now,
and also, this is a Harbaugh-led team. He prefers defense more like Salah.
Right. Okay. So now the thing to work with here is the what we have here is that the Browns want to trade back. So the thing we should evaluate is that who would somebody trade up for? I think.
What's his pick 5 or pick 6?
This is pick 6. This is the Browns.
Yeah. See, it will depends upon players, man.
Okay, nobody's trading up for Maligoa. Nobody's trading up for Maligoa. Maybe in theory somebody could trade up for Bane. Maybe Downs. Nobody's trading up for Tate.
No.
So Bane or Downs trade up candidates.
So someone who's like desperate for defense.
Okay, so I think the question here is, do we put Chiefs and Cowboys? I think would be in a race for Bane here. If I were to look at a cheat sheet, like, because those are the two trade up teams, right? Chiefs number one choice is apparently Bane. Cowboys, they just said that they want to take a top defensive player, and I think I don't think they would trade up for Downs. I think that they would be happy to see if Downs falls to them, because the way the board is going, I think there's a chance Downs could fall. So I guess the question here is, who do you guys want to trade up, Kansas City or Dallas for Bane?
For me, we need Bane more than Shit Boys.
What do you think, King?
For me, I think Dallas.
The thing you have to
I
keep
feel
in
like
mind,
this is Jerry Jones will talk about. If he can have a chance to replace Micah, make the Micah trade work and get Bane, he'll absolutely do it in a heartbeat.
And one more thing is, after rivalries, the best trades will be Ruben Bane Jr.
Mm-hmm. And I agree. So the thing I want to add to this conversation is that it's not an even battle, because Kansas City is at 9 and Dallas is at 12.
Yeah.
So it's easier for Kansas City to trade up to 6. So it's not just that Dallas has to want it more; they have to want it a lot more.
A lot more.
And by the way, they don't have a 20 pick. I think Dallas don't have 20 pick. They only have 1 pick.
No, they have 20. The 12th pick is their own. The 20 pick is from Green Bay for Michael Parsons.
Yeah. Yes.
But the pick they're missing is their second round pick, because they traded their second round pick for Quinnen Williams to the Jets. So they have no second round pick, but they have 2 first round picks. And that's why. So that's what Charlie was saying. He's like, people are acting like they would trade both their firsts to move up. He's like, they don't want to trade both their firsts. They feel like they need their second, the 20th overall pick, because they don't have a second. So again, if you tack that on, the Chiefs don't have that issue. The Chiefs have tons of draft picks. So if we're going to do a trade up here, I think let's do Kansas City for Bane. And again, the key thing is that it's easier. So let's just do, honestly, I don't want to do too much crazy shit about what picks get traded. Like, I'm just going to do 9 for 6. I don't think the Chiefs have to give up a first round pick for this trade.
No, I don't want that. If there is, I don't want that, because see, Ruben Bane Jr. is not generational.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I actually have a no. Yeah, it's not. No way. It's a first round pick. Let's do NFL draft pick trade value chart. So obviously, okay, just for disclaimer for people watching this shit is heavily contested. Not everybody buys into this, right? So let's say here the what the fuck, dude? Oh, I zoomed in and now I can't go to the top. You know what? Fuck that shit. Let's find a better one. Okay, 6th pick is worth 1,600. 9th pick is worth 1,350. So the gap is 250. 250 equates to an early 3rd round pick. So let's see if the Chiefs have an early 3rd round pick. The Chiefs have. Oh, the Chiefs have a early 3rd round pick.
41 or 42, I think.
40. So let's do 9 and 40 for 6.
Yeah.
If we're gonna do this, then yeah.
The fuck? Yo, what? Do I have to? Nah, this is bullshit. Let me find another 2026 NFL draft. Yo, we are going to switch platforms if these motherfuckers want me to sign up to do a trade in their stupid mock draft machine. Okay, select all. I think this layout might actually just even be better. Slow. Fan board, normal, free for all. Okay. Enter draft room. Start draft. Okay. Mendoza. Then we said Bailey. Then Reese. Then Love. And Styles. And then trade. And the trade is going to be, oh, this platform is way better. Fuck Pro Football Focus. Leave. 6, and then Kansas City trades 9.
9.
No, 40.
40.
Third round pick. So 74. We'll just say that that's enough. So accepted. How does that work? Do I just close it and it made the swap? No, it didn't. Oh, trade.
Yeah, I go all the way down.
So now the Chiefs are at 6, and we give them Ruben Bain. Okay, sick. Number 7, Washington. So we go to our cheat sheet here. Washington, Love, Styles, so are off the board. This is Downs or Delaney, and I think Downs was mentioned more. So I think this pick is Caleb Downs.
Yeah. Yes. Don't you think there is outreach and they can pick a Jordan Tyson?
So the thing is the what's it called? Charlie was saying they don't like the receivers for some reason.
Yeah.
Wide receivers.
Yeah, Commanders apparently don't like the receivers. They need a receiver, by the way, but apparently they don't like.
That's why.
In the first round.
I think they're waiting for maybe go to next year, because next year I think Smith and Williams will probably be in the draft.
Maybe it's that. Let me see what Washington even has in the draft, because I think they're. See, this is the problem, bro. Washington has 2 picks before in the first 140 picks. Their third draft pick this year is the 147th pick. So this is actually, I think the issue is that they literally only have 2 quality draft picks. So Washington is probably narrowed down 2 needs. And if you look at the cheat sheet here, this is defensive players and Love. So I think they just fucking love Jeremiah Love, but their actual goal is to go defense first and then probably offense second. I think because their defense was legitimately dog shit. So I think we go Downs here. All right, so Caleb Downs goes number 7 to Washington. Okay, Saints at number 8. The cheat sheet said this could be a trade down candidate. Bain and Downs are gone. So the pick here, if they make it, is either going to be Carnell Tate or Delaney. Is there anybody here that's worth trading up for?
See, I don't think so. Tate is good.
Okay, you know what the only thing would be actually? If somebody wants to trade ahead of Cleveland, because Cleveland is guaranteed to go offensive tackle here. So I think that's the only reason to trade up to 8 to get ahead of Cleveland. But when I look at the teams, I don't know who would do it. Miami, I don't think is trading up. Dallas is only trading up for defense. They don't have to stress about it looks like there's going to be a run on
especially like that aggressive, because I think all the O-line picks are like in like the 20s.
And there's hella offensive players coming up here, so Dallas isn't moving up. Miami, the LA doesn't have the draft capital to move up. Yeah, I don't think anybody moves up. I think New Orleans. Again, the first name was Tate, so I'm comfortable going Tate here.
Yeah. Like, I think the first team I saw was like Baltimore. So unless Baltimore is really desperate, I'm like, hey, we need to give Lamar some help. Let's trade up. Yeah. But what can Baltimore even give for that?
Okay, and then so the cheat sheet for Browns is that they wanted to trade back. We did that, and then Fano or Proctor. And then the thing is, when we go to the players, Fano is the one with the 9.5 over under. Proctor is 16.5. So again, if we look at the competition here, Fano is with the rest of these guys in terms of where he's supposed to go in the draft. That's what we heard. So I'm ready to give Spencer Fano to the Browns here.
Yeah, short arms. Okay. I will call him short arms.
Short arms for sure, bro. So Fano goes to the Browns. Now I think the Giants go Jordan Tyson.
If they have to, we gave them down.
Bills, you deserve Jordan Tyson, man.
For sure. And that's what, like, all the hype is that they want Jordan Tyson. Did I write anything down for them? Yeah, but most of the hype is that they want Jordan Tyson, so we're going to give them Jordan Tyson. So they leave with Sonny Styles and Jordan Tyson, dog. That's a fucking haul and a half.
Yes.
So Tyson comes off the board. All right. So now for the 11th pick, the Miami Dolphins, right? Again, Miami can go a lot of different directions. Nothing came up. We just have the baller quote about
They
what
want to go physical. They want to be big.
Yep. Big up General, big up Prime. I'll look at this in a second, bro. I'm so locked in with this mock draft.
Big up Prime.
Okay, the next people to go according to Vegas, you're looking at Delaney and Maui Goa. If not, Ione is the next person. So I think between these options, Delaney, Maui Goa, Ione, I think it's pretty clear Miami is going offensive line here. Again, that's the corner is not the physical football team option. Man, as Prime says, if you're still in here hanging out, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. That's the best way to support content on YouTube.
I think they go with Delaney.
You think they go Delaney? But bro, I think like again, in terms of the being a physical football team, I think offensive lineman makes more sense.
Okay, that means you telling me they will go for
Maui Goa.
Maui, okay, fair. I don't see that. He's short arms man again. That guy is short arms.
So, but I mean, I do think that like again,
it is a problem though. Short arms is a problem though.
Short arms is a problem, but like Fano went, he's expected to go. Maui Goa expected 9.5 over under. So I'm not gonna have him dropping too far either. By the way, I think this is a good spot for him.
Okay, I will remember this point.
You will remember this, King. We go. We're going Maui Goa.
Yeah, but why side against this?
His arms are short.
Yeah, but then
I'm not against this. I am not against. I'm just saying that he's short arms. I don't see him like the big prospect.
But the Dolphins literally said they want to be big and physical. And also that it's like fine. If the Dolphins don't take this, I'm pretty sure the Ravens are gonna. Do you think the Dolphins want to help the Ravens and Lamar Jackson get a star offensive lineman?
No. I don't think it will happen. Just saying that I think they will go for Delhi. That's saying
the corner. I mean, here's the thing:
corner.
they could use Delaney. They do.
Yeah, they can use Delaney, but
I think the thing is like I don't think Maui Go is a bad player or anything.
Yeah.
I also say. I also think he's not a bad player, but for me,
he's from Miami, so he's like the hometown talent.
Yes. Went to school in Miami as well. So where do you think Maui Go is going to go in the draft?
I think if Miami can get him, he's gonna go to Miami.
No, yeah, I'm asking Sai because Sai thinks he's gonna fall. Where do you have him falling to?
I think he will 10 to 11. Sorry, 9 to 11.
We're at 11.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, but in terms of seeing that, it's difficult, man. Yeah. You know what? 12. I will say 12.
12. Okay. But I mean, that's the thing. 12 is Dallas. Dallas is not going offensive line.
Yeah, Dallas is not going O-line. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go Maui go 11 to Miami. So then for Dallas at 12, this has to be Delaney.
I think it has to. Yeah.
Yeah.
They can use Dallas has like no secondary.
Yeah, and again, so this is we used all this top tier of prospects in the over unders now, and like we used them before anybody else. So I think we did a good job with these top 12 picks. Pick 13. Now this is where we have a choice to make, right? The math says I would consider basically any of these players. So Ione, Sadiq, Lemon, Proctor, Freeling, Dynaman. The thing is, I don't see they're not going secondary because they signed hella people in the secondary, right?
Yeah.
Freeling, Proctor, that would give them a right tackle replacement for the guy that retired. They have guards, so they're not going Ione. And then Sadiq, Lemon are the receiving targets, right? My thing is, they played a lot of 3 tight ends, and all 3 of their tight ends were somewhat productive. I just don't see them going tight end. Like, I think this is either Proctor, Freeling, or Lemon. And if I had to guess, I get the feeling that this might be Lemon. Again, that would be keeping another LA, because he went to USC, keeping another prospect local. But what do you guys think? Do you guys have them going receiver or tackle?
For me, Lemon.
I think they might go either Freeland or Proctor.
I mean, yeah, like the thing is because there's
Because
not.
look, I get getting Lemon because a nice rookie offensive player for Matt Stafford to get, especially if Luka's gonna be on his AB simulation, it'll be great to have Lemon. But also,
And
Matt
Devontae's old.
Stafford's like 40. He's
Yeah.
gonna. I feel like it'd be nice to give him more help to bolster
See,
up
that's why I
his
said they need
O line.
wide receiver.
That's the thing though, is like truthfully they could use both. Like they have
Yeah,
a right tackle that retired, right? And as of now, they haven't replaced him. Like they're just going with their backup. And then the reality is Devontae is old, so you have to like consider he might get hurt just because he's old. And Puka is having weird rehab shit going on. And I don't think that's going to stop him from being a good football player. I still think Puka is going to be great, but as
yeah.
is, you only have two receivers. So I that's the thing. Like I think from a need standpoint, there's a demonstrated need at both positions. From an odd standpoint, you're literally looking at 15 and a half, 16 and a half, and 17 and a half. So it's pretty close. We don't have anything on the cheat sheet. This is pure, like this is one of the spots that's purely an opinion. This website has Lemon and Freeling 1 and 2, right? So it's like this is a big, like this could truly go either direction. The thing is, bro, the most of the media has been going receiver. That's the more popular media selection. So I think I'm gonna go Lemon just because like there's a base. This kind of feels like a tie, but if you look at the general mock drafts from media people as a tiebreaker, then I think Lemon should be the pick. So we're going Lemon at 13. Baltimore 14. This one's really simple to me. I have them going
Sadiq.
Ione.
Sadiq. Sadiq Titan. See,
Okay.
Lamar Jackson need
I don't
Titans.
see it. I'm sorry, I don't see it.
So when Peter came here, his pick for the Ravens was Sadiq, and his thing was is basically Baltimore has always had two tight ends, and they just lost Likely without replacing him. I've seen Sadiq and Vega both mocked. The thing is, bro, the biggest issue is I think they need to replace Linderbaum, not in terms of having a
They
center,
have no one.
but in terms of having a proper interior offensive lineman. Because as of right now, their interior of their line looks shit, right? Because they replaced Daniel Falele, whatever his name is, with a guy from the Jets who's good apparently, but I need you to realize he's an offensive lineman from the Jets. And then they lost Linderbaum.
But let's be honest.
Yeah, they lost Linderbaum and haven't replaced him at all. And the only internal option they have is a third-round pick from last year. So it's like, I do think, like, again, they have to replace Likely, but they also have to replace Linderbaum. And I think Linderbaum is a more important piece. So
especially and also now that the Bengals have, also we gotta think of this: the Bengals just got Dexter Lawrence, who is an interior threat. I'm sorry, if the Ravens face the Bengals with that line against Dexter Lawrence, he's gonna terrorize Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Vega.
Yes.
All right, so Vega to Baltimore. We have some cheat sheet info for the Buccaneers. This was either Messidor or Allen, and I think Allen would be a bit of a stretch. So I think Messidor, if we're going by the information, Messidor would be the pick here.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with Messidor. So we go Messidor to
Then we got the Jets.
So hold on, let me cross out the two of the names. So now the Jets, the info we have for the Jets is that they would consider trading back, and basically the point here would be that somebody wants to get ahead of Detroit in order to take basically the implication was either Proctor or Monroe Freeling, like to get ahead of Detroit for an offensive lineman. The tricky thing is because I think both of the linemen are available, I don't know if a trade back happens. Because
don't you think? Sorry to cut you off, Philip.
No, go ahead.
Don't you think they will go for Omar Cooper Jr.?
A receiver?
No, they definitely need a receiver. They have nobody but
Yes.
Garrett Wilson right now. But the problem
Yeah.
is, again, it's like Tennessee. Like they need everything technically, right? Well, all I know for sure is like, okay, if we go back to like the big board, right? They took a tight end second round last year, so they're not going Sadiq. The best value here, Proctor Freeling, but the Jets have hilariously, they actually have two good offensive tackles, right? Proctor could be a guard, so I guess you could say Proctor would be under consideration, right? But Thieneman, bro, like here's this is why the Jets are a trade back candidate, because they actually, nothing here is that important for them. They signed two safeties, like they literally traded for Minkah Fitzpatrick and signed somebody else, right? So like Omar Cooper is the next option, right? 21.5 according to the big board. However, the thing is, the Jets could
get a little bit like a stretch.
Yeah, the Jets could go a little bit back and still get Omar Cooper.
Yeah.
If you look at my things here, Detroit is not taking Omar Cooper. Minnesota is not taking Omar Cooper. There's this
Carolina's not taking it.
Like, here's the thing: Carolina has drafted receivers in the first round for 2 years in a row. Everybody thinks that that's a reason they wouldn't do it. The GM said there's no rules against taking receivers 3 years in a row. I just don't see it. I don't see it.
Like, okay, bro, we get it. Let's chill.
The Dallas isn't going receiver. Pittsburgh isn't going receiver. Chargers, like, I mean, I can't. No, they drafted two receivers last year. Like, there's actually this is but this is the thing. Philadelphia, I could understand the league thinking that maybe the Eagles would.
Yeah.
So I think this is the thing. The Jets could trade back
all the way to Pittsburgh, LA, and still take Cooper.
So now the question is, which one of these teams, if anything, would want to get ahead of Detroit to take the offensive tackle that they want? Minnesota has two offensive tackles. Carolina has two offensive tackles. Dallas has two offensive tackles.
It'd be us. It'd have to be us.
And if you go to the Schefter article, by the way, that I closed, he talked about how Broderick Jones has a neck injury and had a setback. And this is the
thing. And a terrorist. Get him out of here.
Legit. So this is kind of what I'm proposing is Pittsburgh could maybe get ahead of Detroit to take an offensive tackle.
And we take Proctor.
Yeah. And this is the thing. I actually think there's a chance Philadelphia would be interested as well. But the thing is that like that might be, I mean, I don't know. Again, Pittsburgh, it's easier. Pittsburgh is 2 picks ahead, so it's easier of a trade up. Philly obviously has some draft capital, but I'm comfortable with just saying Pittsburgh gets ahead.
I think we have draft capital too.
Well, I think like the assumption is that like we're gonna get a lot of picks from the AJ Brown trade.
Fair.
So you can't count your eggs before they hatch, but people are kind of just assuming that the threat of Philadelphia trading up is more just the fact that they can like spend the AJ Brown picks before they get them. But that being said, I don't mind doing this trade. We'll do we're doing 21 to 16, I think, right? So that's 1,000 to 800. The gap is 200. 200 is a third round pick in the middle.
Well, we got like 4 of those. We'll be fine.
Where are the Jets? Okay, these are the Jets. This is Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh making a trade up in their let's just say, okay, hold on. 200 was 78. Which one's close? Oh, 76. Perfect. There's a perfect.
Literally, like, okay, it doesn't matter for us.
Okay, so
we trade up. We hope Detroit. We'll probably I like Proctor more than Freeland.
Proctor's a little bit higher. Proctor also has the guard versatility.
Yes, he's more versatile, which is something that our O-line can need.
Because let's say, goddamn, let's say Broderick Jones pans out, then you can kick Proctor in at guard to replace Seumalo. So or Seumalo. So we're gonna go Caden Proctor 16. Now Detroit 17. I think they have to take Monroe Freeling because they literally don't have an offensive.
No one. Yes.
So Detroit goes Monroe Freeling. So to update this, the person that has dropped now is Sadiq.
Yeah.
But Minnesota has 2 tight ends that they play on. So the thing about Minnesota is there's nothing on the cheat sheet, but everybody mocks Thieneman to them. And if you look at the next options, it's Thieneman, Cooper,
Falk, and Sadiq.
They have passing targets, bro. I think this is Steineman.
Yeah, they need defense.
They go from one white safety to another.
Yeah, and it does, and it is the
Yeah.
Harrison replacement. They're
It's the
definitely taking
Harrison
Thunderman.
Okay, so now I think this is where we stumble into a technicality, right? They can't go receiver 3 years in a row, but they could absolutely go tight end. I think
Yes,
the Panthers could take Kenyon Sadiq here.
yes, it'll be great, and also Sadiq
He
can
will be
also
wasted, man.
just be a nice
He
blocker
will be
too.
wasted at Carolina, man. He's so talented. He will be wasted at Carolina.
He would be their wide receiver too, because they don't really have a proper wide receiver too, because Xavier Leggett is ass. But yeah, it would give Bryce Young properly 2 targets. And honestly, Tedero, McMillan, and Sadiq that's a sick 1-2. But like Sai said, if Bryce Young doesn't use them properly, then there's issues.
Send him to jail. Send him to jail.
Facts. Send him to jail. Okay. Next, so we're giving Sadiq to them. Cowboys.
So now Dallas basically has all defensive freedom.
So the next defensive option on this list is Keldrick Falk.
Yeah, it's Falk.
Pass rusher. The next defensive option here is Keldrick Falk. If not, Emmanuel McNeil Warren. The cheat sheet that we got is that they're considering safety or CJ Allen. So basically, the decision here is, do they go edge rusher Keldrick Falk? Do they go linebacker CJ Allen? Or do they go safety Emmanuel McNeil Warren? So which defensive position do you guys think they prioritize? Safety with this guy, edge with this guy, or linebacker with wherever the fuck CJ Allen is? CJ
Did
Allen.
Dallas already have? What was that? What did we give Dallas for the first?
We gave
pick?
them corner, so that's why I'm not really considering getting corners. We gave them Delaney.
I think they will go edge.
They'll go edge because getting 2 secondary and leaving to D-line to be agent, like they get a young edge rusher.
Okay, so I mean, all the indications here that would be Falk. So
yeah,
go Falk here, right? The Jets can take Omar Cooper Jr. here. So then we're knocking out Cooper and Falk. Damn. Okay, we got through a lot of these picks here. So Omar Cooper goes here. All right, now the Chargers are on the board. This is where shit gets weird because the Chargers' biggest need, honestly, is guard, but there's no typical guards here.
No traditional guards unless you want to reach.
Yeah. So
what guard you want to reach for?
Well, the reach is here. Chase Besantis is
Chase.
Pregnant, that's around 2. I'm trying to see if there's anybody I might be missing. People talked about Keelan Rutledge a little bit. Let me look some. Hold on. Did Caleb Lomu play guard? Primary left tackle prospect. He started left guard in high school. That's too far away. I mean,
too far.
So I'm trying to wonder here, like, could there be a trade up? And if I were to think about what the trade up would be for, in terms of these 3 teams, who would want to get ahead of these 3 teams?
Philadelphia?
Chicago to maybe get a wide receiver.
I said Eagles. Eagles can go top.
Eagles and Browns could be said to be receiver teams. The Bears are a defense team. Cleveland's low-key everything team, kind of. But honestly, probably offense. So probably receiver. Philly, realistically, offensive line. So I don't know. There's a lot. You know what, though? If the Eagles are going offensive line, maybe the Chargers sit there and they just take their linemen instead of risking trading back and Philly takes whoever you want.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a great trade-up candidate here. Also, if you look at the players, right? This guy, people are questioning whether he's in the first round because of his medical issues. But I don't think Casey, McNeil, Warren, Boston, Lomu, like nobody here to me inspires trade-up.
We desperately need Casey. No one's like that.
The only thing so Peter Wood's the best defensive tackle still on the board. The issue is, though, is that Philly would never take a defensive tackle.
They got Jordan Davis.
The Browns
Yes.
took Mason Graham, defensive tackle, last year. The
Yeah.
defensive tackle team, I guess you could say maybe Chicago. So I mean, maybe a team wants to trade ahead of Chicago to get the best defensive tackle. But again, if I look at these teams, Buffalo, maybe. San
The
Fran,
49ers, maybe for depth.
Texans, no.
No.
KC, no. Chiefs,
The
no.
Niners got Osa Odigizua from Dallas in the offseason. I talk to you later, Caden. See you tomorrow. Chiefs, no. Dolphins, they're not trading up for shit. Patriots have two good. Like, oh, there's no defensive tackle teams there. Shit. Okay, bro. I think we should have the Chargers reaching for a guard.
You know what? That would be a Chargers thing to do. So, like, what? We'll give them the Tennessee guard?
Hold on. The tennis.
Do you think they will go for wide receiver?
The only reason I say no is because they drafted 2 wide receivers last year, including Trey Harris, I think in the 2nd round. And I think the issue is if they're going to go wide receiver, the only thing they're missing is a deep threat, I think, because they have everything else. Because Trey Harris,
if you want a deep threat, just wait for next year.
That too,
I
and
think
also
they go for Lawrence.
Wait, Malachi Lawrence?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, Malachi Lawrence, yes.
Here's the thing. I don't know. I think they have bigger needs than edge. I don't know if edge is the position that goes. But yeah, would you guys think like that they just sit here and force the guard selection? Because their guard situation is legitimately awful.
I think they do.
See, they desperately need that, but they got short-handed, right?
They got what?
They're short-handed. They're short-handed. That means they can't do anything.
They're definitely short-handed at guard. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, shit. The cheat sheet doesn't help us anymore because the prospects are limited. We're probably gonna have Casey going kind of soon. But I think that might be Cleveland. But like for this Chargers pick is.
I think the Chargers gotta take the L and take the O guard.
You know what? I'm gonna start looking at some mock drafts. Walter football. We're gonna tap out and get some help.
Yeah. We can try.
No, the Chargers are legit confusing. 17 to 32. This person has the Chargers going defensive tackle Caden McDonald.
Caden McDonald, okay.
Charlie. Chris Johnson, cornerback. You know what's wild? Those are both reaches, by the way. Like, because look at our board has.
So we're basically saying the Chargers are reaching for someone.
Caden is 29 on this list, and then Chris Johnson is 37.
37. So we have the Chargers reaching for something.
2020. Oh, let's look at the Schrager mock draft. Schrager 2026 mock draft. Where the fuck is it? Yeah, the final mock draft. Brother. Where the hell is the mock? Let me open up a new tab.
ESPN.
Weak ass ESPN. Yo, is this an ad blocker issue? What the hell? Okay, there we go. 22 Keldrick Falk edge. Okay, we don't have
we
that.
Can't do that. Yeah, can't do that.
Saints trade. Let me see who's this. Oh, Zerline is. Where's this? Oh, Matt Miller, Jeremy Fowler. This is worth reading.
All right.
22, Jermon McCoy. Jeez.
Jermon McCoy.
What's the other? Oh,
we only have him going.
Zerline mock draft. 4.0. Okay. 22. Akeem Messador. Shit. Okay. Edge. Yo. Here's the thing. They have them going defense, so we can't. I don't think we should force guard. I think we should find a secondary player and just fire off the pick.
Then do we? So what? We give them EMW?
Hold on. No, it wasn't just secondary. Somebody did Caden McDonald. Fuck. Okay. Defensive player then. Jermon McCoy, again, the over-under here is 32.5. And we saw the two people talk about his medical issues. So I'm not putting him in the first round, right? EMW, let me see what their safety situation is like. Chargers.
All right, don't they still have Dylan James?
They play him a lot as a nickel. So, like, they have him listed as a nickel. Tony Jefferson and Elijah Molden. Even if they had played Derwin Moore at safety, that
still feels like, what, you got to do this for depth? Even though just feels like depth if they take them.
Okay, so then the next defensive player...
It'll be Peter Woods.
You know what? For the sake of, like, getting good value, we can give them Peter Woods.
I am about to say, yeah. You can give it.
Okay. But Peter Woods, 22. Philly, like 23. So I think this would be... So this thing is saying Caleb Lomu. I think if they were to pick somebody, it would be Blake Miller. That's just me, though.
They need
Voti, though. They need Voti, though.
Yeah, Blake Miller, Lomu are both offensive
tackles. They're both OTs.
Yes. I think they go for Blake Miller.
Yeah. I think Blake Miller works. The fuck? This window glitched out for a second. But we're gonna put Blake Miller next. For the Browns. Yo, what the fuck? Hold on.
Yo, did it closed?
What the fuck? Oh my god, it recovered. Thank God. It recovered where we were.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Well, let's go Blake Miller here.
Yes.
Pass free.
I think I hit on pause.
Blake Miller goes 23. Okay, Browns.
KC.
I think we can go KC here. They need a receiver.
Yeah, KC, yes.
They gotta give Sador and this on someone.
Yep. Okay. That is Bears. Bears are going defense. It could be EMW. It could be Caden McDonald. I don't think it would be TJ Parker or Colton Hood, Avion. Yeah, I think this is EMW or Caden McDonald. What do you guys think? I think the pick.
Let's look at the depth chart.
What's that?
Can we take a depth chart real quick? Because I don't remember the Bears defense on the top of my head.
So every now and then when let me see if I can find something that's not ours. Bears depth chart 2026. But basically they lost Kevin Byard.
Yeah, they lost Byard.
And they lost Jaquan Brisker. So I don't want to open you because you crashed this whole shit. Okay, Draft Sharks Fantasy Football. Let's see if this website is worth a shit. Okay, so this is what they did at safety. You're right. I remember this. They got Kobe Bryant from the Seahawks.
Yeah, they got Kobe from the Seahawks.
At linebacker, they got Devin Bush, and they still have TJ Edwards. So they're not going linebacker. Safety, yeah, they need... Is there a second safety spot? No. They need a second safety for sure. At defensive tackle, they basically have everything they had last year. And their defense wasn't great. So that makes sense. At edge rusher, same thing, to be honest. So they could go edge, but I think the thing is like EMW is like properly a first round prospect. I think Caden McDonald and the other edge rushers are like, it's wishy-washy. So
well, if they need every defense position, we can give them EMW. Say he's the best.
EMW.
Okay, EMW to Chicago. Buffalo Bills. Now. This is where we get no real hints from the board.
Yeah.
I think the thing is, I think they need a receiver, but they seem to not know that they need a receiver. You know, like they don't actually make serious
they
receiver
don't
moves.
know. Yeah, they're not serious about this.
Yeah,
I
they
think they
don't.
go for
Besides
Boston.
Diggs, they got
Wide
no
receiver,
one.
Boston.
See, but this is the thing. Like, I think they need a receiver, but bro, do you think
Yeah.
that they think they need a receiver?
No.
Yes.
Besides Diggs, what good receiver has Allen had?
But yo, they constantly give him trash, and they got DJ Moore. So I just wonder if they like again Boston. We're getting into Boston's range, 28 and a half, right? So
Yes.
where are the receiver teams? This team got Mike Evans and Christian Kirk,
They
but I
don't need
don't know
her.
if they've given up on Ricky Pearsall yet. If they've given up on Ricky Pearsall, then maybe they could be a Denzel Boston team. This team is not taking a receiver. This team maybe
No.
could take a receiver.
Maybe.
No.
This team,
KC,
Miami?
no. Yes.
Probably.
Miami
Probably,
maybe
yes.
could take a
Yeah.
receiver. New England, I think they're assuming they get AJ Brown. Seattle is trading out. By the way, actually, I have a
Yes.
question. What team? What picks here do you see trading out? Seattle already said they want to. Somebody speculated about Kansas City. Miami, I think they have so many draft picks. I don't think trading out makes sense. Houston, somebody brought up, but I think they need to go offensive linemen
I
because
think
I'm basically
if
looking for the
besides
Titans to
Seattle, it'll probably be the Chiefs.
Okay.
Chiefs. See, they want if Chiefs want to be aggressive, they will do it.
Okay, because I'm basically thinking, who do we trade out for Ty Simpson? Because I'm gonna trade somebody out for the Cardinals to come up for Ty Simpson.
Then it'd probably be
Yeah.
the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Because just to look at that, right? Arizona. It may does the team have to be up for the? Okay, 1 second. Where is Kansas City? Arizona's pick is 34, right? So like 34 to 29 is light. Like it's a pretty decent trade back. The whole thing is the Jets are 33, by the way. So the issue is Arizona has to jump ahead of the Jets to get to secure Ty Simpson. And I think they will. So I have to figure out which player goes there. All right.
Arizona fumbled the bag, man. They could have taken easily Justin Fields, and they could have taken another pick in this draft.
Yeah, man, but they want to go with Brissett and Gardner Minshew, man. God bless them. Okay. So we're stuck with Buffalo. We consider Denzel Boston. They're not going Lomu. They need a guard, not a tackle. Katie
I
McDonald.
was like, maybe Caden?
Let me
It's like
see if I can
both
find.
if it's something both for World Tours, it'll probably be the defense.
Let me see what they did defensively. Bradley. Oh, Christian Bell. So they're definitely not going corner.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like they're going safe. Oh yeah, they have Geno Stone, CJ GJ, and DeMar Hamlin and Cole Bishop. Yeah, they're not going safety. They could. I mean, where I didn't even see where the hell is
All the way
defense?
down.
Oh, Ed Oliver, Deion Marcus, TJ Sanders. They could go defensive tackle for sure. I wouldn't mind
That's what
giving
make them be Caden, yeah.
I don't mind. So basically, the profile on Caden is that like he's a run stuffer. He's not necessarily a pass rusher, but this is kind of the part of the draft where you can look at the best run stuffing defensive tackle, and that would be a good compliment to Ed Oliver. So I'm down to give them Caden McDonald.
Yeah. He'll be like the Vita Vea of this draft.
Okay. Lomu or Ianakor. I think this is definitely offensive tackle just because like Trent Williams is old as hell. And yeah, they also still need a left guard. So I mean, I don't know here which one has more left. Well, I mean, Ianakor is more like raw as a prospect. But
so you can maybe mold him and maybe actually, since he has more potential to prospect, and this is Kyle Shanahan we're talking about, I actually think Ianakwa will be the pick.
Sai, you good with Ianakor?
Yes. By the way, I have my doubts on him, but You know what I will say
no.
that.
Developmental project for sure, but I guess it
Yes.
makes sense for them because Trent Williams is going to play, so they have time.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
for
And there's
Houston,
Kyle Shanahan we're talking about. He'll make anything work.
I never thought I will see. I never thought he will be a first round pick or he will be top 30. I will say he will be top 40 like that.
right? No, that makes sense. So for the Texans, I think basically it's either Lomu or they force a guard, or they reach for a guard. So I don't know. I think Lomu makes sense because they could use a tackle, but they drafted tackles both the last 2 years. Like I think they might feel like they need to draft a guard, but maybe it's too. Actually, hold on. If the Texans want to draft a guard, they should just do the Ty Simpson trade back.
Reverse. They should have reverse.
Actually, yeah.
If they want to draft a guard, honestly, like even if they
They
want to
could,
draft a tackle, let's say, like there's an outside chance Lomu might still be there. So I don't mind doing the Simpson
that's
trade
it.
here.
Yeah, so fine. Arizona, Houston. We'll give them with this deal first for second.
NFL draft pick trade value chart. What is okay? 28th is 660. 34 is fuck. I gotta zoom out for this. 34 is 5, 6, 6. So the gap is 100, and 100 is a 4th round pick. Um, 104 goes the other way. All right. So Arizona gets on the board. Arizona takes Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson goes, bro, his over under was 29.5, and we got him right at
29.
Is this 29? Oh, it's 28. Close enough, but we got him right around this area, so that makes sense. Chiefs at 29, right? Okay, so we gave them Ruben Bain, right?
Bain, yes.
Yes, Bain.
If you want a right tackle, you can get Lomu here. If you want a receiver, it would be Boston. If you want a corner, it would be Colton Hood is
Colton
the
Hood.
best side corner at this point. Chris Johnson is
I will
a
take Hood,
zone
by the way.
corner and a hell of a tackler.
I will take Hood. I will
You
take
guys
Hood.
play a lot of man coverage, right?
Yes.
Okay, then Colton Hood is definitely the way.
Yes.
So Hood goes here.
And by the way, we traded Trent McDuffie also.
Yep, for this pick.
Yes.
Because Boston's area is here, I think we can give Denzel Boston to Miami. Also, hilariously, like Denzel Boston is a really physical receiver. Like actually, the reason I think he's ass is because he doesn't get open. He just mosses people. But I don't think that that's a good skill set. That being said, he is a big physical football player. So
And he plays in Washington, which is, you know, if you want to get someone who's used to the cold, a Washington receiver would be good at that.
Decently, yeah. We gave them an offensive tackle. So to consider the defensive options, right? There is some, but I mean, edge rusher, corner, linebacker, like, nah, I think they go receiver because also, literally, bro, they have no receivers. Their best receivers right now are Tutu Atwell.
Dear God, give Malik Willis someone to throw to.
Yeah. So Denzel Boston to Miami. New England here, I think they go edge rusher. Because their edge, like
so TJ.
Yeah, we saw it in the playoffs. Like I guess TJ or Cassius Howell. Zion Malachi, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
It's TJ or Cassius Howell. Well, you know what's funny? Both of them have New England as team fits. Amazing. Okay, we know what we're doing. We can just go the higher rated one. We can go TJ. Okay, so last pick. Now again, Seattle
who's trading out, but who's gonna want them?
Don't know the situation, right? If you look at Seattle here, they have 4 draft picks: 1, 2, 3, and 6. So they're looking to trade back because they want more draft picks. Because they also do need to replace players. Like they need a running back, a Kenneth Walker replacement. They need a Tariq Woolen replacement. They need a Boye Mafe replacement. They actually do need to do quite a bit to replenish their team from last year. So they're going to trade back. What I'm trying to think is that what is worth the trade up now that Ty Simpson is off the board? And the Jets are the first pick, right? The Jets went receiver and the Jets went edge rusher. So
there's a lot of secondary here. Maybe they could be like, oh, let's try to get something to replace Sauce.
True. I guess it would be fair to say that the next pick could be a secondary player. Nobody, I think, would trade up for Jamal McCoy because of the issues. Avion Terrell, people talk about more being a slot corner than an outside, but that is still pretty valuable in modern football. See.
Do you think Baltimore will trade? Baltimore will try to trade for that.
How far away is Baltimore? I don't think it can be a team that's too far away.
I was like, yeah, we got check second round.
Let me check the order of the second round to see what's more realistic.
Yeah, all right. Let's check second round.
Okay.
Jets.
Houston. Hold on.
What?
Should we have Houston trading back up for a guard? No, I don't think the Jets would go guard. Who's 30? Yeah, 33 is the Jets. Okay, this is Houston in our situation. Tennessee. Does Tennessee need a corner? They signed 2 in free agency. Vegas. I don't see Vegas.
Raiders.
I don't see Vegas trading up. Also,
the Giants maybe.
You know what? The Giants are being really aggressive. Like, they have draft capital. They have obviously the 2 top 10 picks.
Yes.
They do need a corner. We can have the Giants
You
trading.
can say the Giants just really go all in on this first round, yeah.
Say less. So the Giants.
By the way, silently, Giants are building a good team.
Bro, yeah, the draft that we're setting up for them right now is actually amazing.
Basically saying the Giants are going to have a legendary defense in a few years.
590 to 530, that's a gap of 60, which is a 4th round pick. So, by the way, after this trade up, the Giants have no picks until the 5th round, but that's kind of okay if you leave with 3
first rounders.
3 ballers: Sonny Styles, Jordan Tyson, and then whoever the fuck we give them here.
Which I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Chris Johnson.
Yeah, no, hold on. Who is the Giants defensive coordinator?
Actually, I don't know.
I will butcher his name.
Denard Wilson.
Wilson.
Does Denard Wilson run a lot of man coverage? Actually, I feel like that's a leading question.
I was like,
you can ask his philosophy, man.
Give me Denard Wilson's man coverage versus zone coverage
percentages or tendencies. Yeah.
Is a zone heavy? Oh, brother, that's Chris Johnson.
Yeah, that's Chris Johnson. Yeah,
Chris Johnson right there. All right, Chris Johnson goes save. Oh, what happens when I save this shit?
It just, I guess, social. Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, all right, perfect. What a beautiful mock. Okay, I'm gonna leave this window open. By the way, we're gonna come back to this while we watch the draft tomorrow. So this window stays open. I'm gonna fucking close this shit. Gonna keep our cheat sheet and see. We're gonna look back at this and see if this is right. So yeah, man, my windows are open. I'm ready to go. I'm gonna be here in what at this point 21 hours. People, we're 21 hours away from the first round of the NFL draft. It's going to be an amazing time tomorrow night. We're going to be simulcasting on this channel and Caden's channel. But make sure you hit the like button and subscribe here. Make sure you do the same on Caden's channel. I will see you guys pretty soon. This was a great time.
Peace.
We're going to look back at this stream, see how accurate all of this was.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Take care.
Peace.
I'm out. Peace. Where the fuck is the Stephen A. Smith video? Here we are.
Y'all take it easy. I'm out. Y'all take it.